Oh, let's talk about Hellboy, the Crooked Man. So let's just get this out of the way. First of all, I love all of the Hellboy movies that I've seen up until this one. The original two, the reboot, the two animated films. Hell, I even like the comics. But this one, oh my gosh. This was bad. After I watched it, I sat and I thought, is this even worse than Madam Web? I don't know. This was like, what was it, 98 minutes, something like that? And it just dragged and dragged and dragged. And I don't know what it is with new movies nowadays where they've got to make it into like this fever dream feel where all of a sudden they're in some other place or just some random dream scene. I don't know. It didn't work with this. It just didn't work. So obviously I don't like the movie. It's probably in my top 5, if not top 3, worst movies I've ever seen of all time. It was that bad. I was so disappointed. I was looking forward to seeing, because again, I love the Hellboy movies. I waited and waited, and finally it came available to buy on Vudu, which, God, I wish I wouldn't have spent the money. I spent $20 on it. I guess it's better than going to the movie theater. Anyways, wait until midnight, and they put it up for sale, bought it right away, put it on, and I should have known from the opening title sequence that this was not going to be good. Very low budget, which is fine, you know, if you can pull it off, it's fine. The CGI, that train sequence at the beginning, I just knew, like, oh, I just saw it and I was like, oh no, this isn't good. And then the opening spider fight was just brutal to watch. And then just everything else that fell along with it. The only positive thing I can say is that the guy who played Hellboy I thought was decent for, you know, a lower name actor or whatever scale you want to put him on. He did pretty decent. He looked the part, he acted the part. I had no complaints with that. But the story just didn't make sense. And then when they introduced the witch's balls, how then all of a sudden they just cut to an old lady just talking about it directly to the camera and how to make it. I was just like, I remember sat there and I just out loud said, what the fuck am I watching right now? What is this? And it wasn't a good, like, what the fuck am I watching? It was just like, oh, this doesn't need to be here. This is a waste. Guys, as somebody who makes his own short films, I hate to shit on other people's movies, but this was so bad. This was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And it still doesn't beat my number 1 worst movie I've ever seen, which is Mother. I fucking hate that movie. Fucking hate it. But this one I hate too, because I was looking forward to it, was waiting for it to come out, spent the money to buy it, and then just 90 whatever minutes complete disappointment. So it gets 2 thumbs down. Don't watch it. I'm sorry. If you're a Hellboy fan, you want to watch it, don't watch it. Don't waste your time. Unless you can see it for free. Then fuck it, give it a go. But man, this was bad. This was a bad movie, guys. So, that's my review on Hellboy and the Crooked Man. It was fucking garbage. Sorry. I'm sorry to the people who made it. The guy who directed it saw that he had been on, Crank 1, 2, Jonah Hex, which I like. I like Jonah Hex. I know that movie gets a lot of shit. Gamer, some other movies he made. Liked a lot of them. This was a fucking bad movie. Oh, awful. Garbage, trash, rubbish. That's my review. But I recommend don't watching it. But if you have to, I bet you're going to agree. It was not good. Goodbye.